Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, dear friends, I hope you are all happy, not because it's the last speech of the session, but that you are happy about this conference. Because we, from our side, I can tell you that we feel very happy about the way it proceeded, about the surrounding, the atmosphere, the vibe, which were all positive. And I would like to thank you all for bringing this positive attitude to this conference. I will go briefly over some slides that the EASA team has prepared that summarize the different sessions, and then I will give you my concluding remarks. You will see that if we can go for the next slide. Yes. You can see that there was a lot of commonalities between the different sides, between the different panels, sorry. And some of the topics which were addressed in one of the panels were also addressed in other panels with consistent answers to the issues. And the first panel was basically introducing all the rest of the sessions, looking at working together, what are the challenges, what are the opportunities, lessons learned from the crisis, both of course the COVID and the return to normal operations and ramp up, and also the bottlenecks that we saw last summer. And there already we could identify that human resources are key to the performance of airport operations, and that simplification of operations is the key to enhance safety, that we need to share safety data. By the way, I'll come back to that because there was a question which was posed to regulators in one of the panels, and I will answer that. The second panel, if we can move to the next slide, smart airport solutions. So again, on this human resources, issues, bottlenecks, challenges, it's clear that there are repetitive tasks, low qualification tasks which are performed on the airports, which could be automated or digitalized, and this would increase safety, this would make processes more efficient, and so on and so forth. But of course, there are some challenges which are attached to this automatization or digitalization, in particular to end up with global standards and in terms of validation and certification of solutions. And of course, whenever we talk about digitalization, we need to talk about cyber resilience of those solutions. Ground handling, that's the third panel, very consistent with everything which was said before. Of course, ground handling, next slide please. Oh, sorry, I can move myself. I discovered that I should have a, sorry, sorry. Ground handling is labor intensive, again, consistently with the second panel. The focus should be on qualified staff, use new technologies for training and new operational solutions, and social dialogue can enable safer airport operations. That was something I felt very happy about, which was that there was a great level of support into having future European Union ground handling regulations, which should recognize ground handling as an important safety stakeholders, and that gave also some recommendations on the way in which the oversight should be organized. Sharing of relevant safety data. There was a question that one of the panelists in that panel posed to regulators. We did some studies using ECARES data on safety incidents over the summer, and there were very, very, very few incidents which were listed. So I'm certain, as it was mentioned by some of you in the panel, that there are data which are available, but sometimes they are kept at a local level. They are not given to the European level in the European database, and I think this is typically something that we need to work on. The fourth panel was on the future. A lot of possibilities, lots of challenges as well. The European Commission has shown a clear vision of the way forward with the drone strategy 2.0. Vertiports are special types of airports because they will be for a number of them in the center of the cities, which means that the approach to the population will be slightly different than for traditional airports, but it's seen as certainly one of the major developments for the next 10 to 20 years. And I don't need to go into the details of the last panel because you already you have in mind everything which was mentioned just a couple of minutes ago. Let me just conclude by saying how happy I was to meet all of you, to meet so diverse profiles, so diverse stakeholders with diverse point of views, but willing to work together. And that's really one of the major things that I will take back with me, which is this willingness to work together and to advance in terms of safety, in terms of environmental sustainability, in terms of security together. The second topic, the second takeaway for me is the recognition of the complexity of the airport ecosystem, and which is seen here today in this crowd with the diversity of people and stakeholders who are represented here. And it's going to become even more complex with the eVTOLs, vertiports, new types of energies, and so on and so forth. And I do believe that it's only by working together in the way we are starting to work together in this type of forum that we can make some progress and we can be successful. So let's roll up our sleeves, and let's work together. The sky is the limit for us. Finally, I would just quote, where is Edouard Chauffou? So Edouard is in charge of the airports and airlines operations. And you should have seen the smile on his face this morning when he told me everything is perfect in this seminar, in this conference, because everybody is looking for new rules to be drafted by us. So thank you very much for that. And you have made at least one person very happy. No, but this is also the recognition that, I mentioned in my introductory remarks that in 2014, there was a lot of pushback from this community on our rules. Now it seems that you are asking for us to do more rules, and I take it as a compliment to the work that we have performed in the last 9 years. Finally, I think it's been a very successful conference. It was very well prepared, also flexible in the changes in terms of panelists, in terms of time schedule, and so on and so forth. Can we applaud and recognize the team which was behind the organization of this event, because it was hard work, I promise to you. I saw their faces when I arrived here. They were very, very tired. It's been hard work. So can I ask the EASA colleagues and the team to come on the scene, please? So, thank you to all the team. I hope you enjoyed the conference. Let's meet next year. I discussed with the Spanish future presidency of the EU. It's likely that the conference will be in Sevilla, which will in November, but it will be warmer than here in Prague, at least. We don't know the theme yet, but if you have ideas, please share that with us. Have a safe trip back home, and thank you again for joining us today. Thank you. Thank you. Well done, well done, well done.